presenting Love Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need.
Hi guys, welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are checking out Fat Boys Colombo. The Fat Boys Kitchen, known for its amazing food in Gaul. I don't know whether you remember a few months ago we went spent time with the two of them. Well, they're here. You can come check out some good food. Now with me, I have someone who I've known for quite some time. Sajith Fernando, but he's known as Saj.
That's right.
Yeah, I call him Saj because now he's in the US. So he's a cricketing man, sportman. Tell me about, you have love for cricket. Is that how it's all started?
Well, I have been a professional cricketer, and so of course I have to love the game. That's where the little bit of money I have was brought to me, and where I am now. So. Of course, I love the game, and I
so
still
tell
love
me
the
about
game.
your time in cricket, like when you were heavily on the field.
Yeah, I've been a professional cricketer for like 17 years in Sri Lanka. I played for my school in Kandy, St. Anthony's, Katugasthoda. I played with Murali, Kalpage, Vijayatunga. Then I was the schoolboy cricketer in '92, All Ireland. Then I toured with the Sri Lankan under-19s, captained the Sri Lankan A team, the Sri Lankan under-24 teams, but never got to play for Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Then I coached the NCC cricket team for about 5 years. Then I became national selector just before I left to the States. Then as I went there, they got to know that I am there, and they offered me the selection job in the USA cricket for USA team.
And talking about USA and cricket, you know, they're poles apart. They think they just feel like 11 idiots run behind one ball. It was quoted in a movie. Okay, that's how the people from the US saw cricket. But how has it changed? Because a lot of countries that didn't take up cricket have now taken up cricket.
Well, you'll be surprised the history for cricket in the USA. They say 1700s they used to play this game. You know, so that's the little bit of news I know about the history.
Is the
of
craze big? No.
It's going to get big.
But it's not as big as baseball still.
Not at all. I don't think it'll get there as baseball, basketball, and the rugby. You know, American rugby. But they're trying hard. Their main object is to, the main aim is to get cricket played for the Olympics. It's 2028 in Los Angeles. So they're working hard. As if they achieve that, a lot of Americans will get into this sport.
And also sort of take a look at it the way we look at it, with a lot of passion. Talking about cricket, and what is funny about cricket in other countries that didn't actually touch cricket before, even if you take Afghanistan, we never thought of this country as a threat to cricketing nations. And look at them today. They are like, they're actually being looked upon, like saying, oh my God, Afghanistan is playing.
Yeah, and when we win against them,
yeah,
we like celebrate like we have won a World Cup.
Yes, that is true.
So that's how the cricket has changed, and these countries are changing with their cricket.
Yeah, I know that when Sri Lanka had their World Cup, when the World Cup was played here in Sri Lanka, our first game in 2011 was against Canada.
Yeah.
How is the Canadian cricket team?
I think Americans have passed them.
Oh,
you know,
really?
Canada was there, like you said, but Americans, whenever Canada plays America, we win against Canada. So yeah, so it's like that. This game, you have to be on it. You have to develop with day by day. Things are changing. in every sport. So if you're not, there with updated with the game and get the best out of the coaching and the system, then other countries are going to pass you and go. That's what happened to Sri Lanka. Where were we and where was Sri Lanka, Afghanistan and Bangladesh and all. Now they're competing. Now when we go to play against them, we are like in a threat.
That is true. It's actually a fear factor, considering the fact that these ones are looking into us. Anyway, just to let you know, he loves food, and where I got to know him from is many, many moons ago. He was also working with a bit of a nightlife setup.
Not working, we owned it.
Like working with a brand.
Yeah.
Not working for, working it. Which was called Voice. It was like a karaoke lounge, and there's a limit that you can listen to people sing. How was it for you?
Awesome, because I love singing.
Yeah, but you were on tune, no? Actually, your brother sang better than you.
Really?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, maybe.
You're one of those people who I just left. No, but it's so funny. Karaoke lounges here, they sing Lionel Richie like he's dead.
I know. Yeah. But it was fun, and still people call and ask for the place. Why aren't you guys reopening it? But things change,
And also lifestyle moves on. Sri Lanka is not.
But the last weekend I was out here, and I was impressed to see how bars and clubs were happening. After all these things happening in the country, it's good to see especially young. I went to some bars, I didn't know anybody. All these youngsters, it's good. They should have fun and go out and,
Yeah. Things are moving on, new blood is pumping in. So it was Voice, and that's how I got to know him. And at the same time, there was something called the Voice, what was it called? The Voice Idol?
Idol, yeah.
Yes.
And you helped us a lot in that. Yeah.
And I hosted the Voice Idol. It was a lot of fun, I'm telling you. It was good time. So that's where I first met him. We're going to come back and speak a little bit about how is it to work in the US, having experience in Sri Lanka, and for the US to appoint a Sri Lankan to be their national selector must be it's a big achievement, and it's great news for us. We're going to be talking more about it, of course, when we do come back. Do stick around. Food courtesy of Fat Boys here in Club.
Presenting Love, Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need.
One place where you can feel thin, Fat Boy's Kitchen. I'm not judged for what I will eat here. I can eat as much as I want. Food is delicious. Yeah. Don't you agree?
Of course.
Don't you miss Sri Lankan food in the US?
Not really. I was worried when I was migrating that I'll miss it. They will not have it.
Yeah.
But then where my house is, they're like 5 minutes away. There's 2-3 Sri Lankan restaurants. And I, loved it, and I'm always there. I'm one of their best customers. I even invited the owner home, had a drink with him, so that he will give me good food.
Katu kairi ne, give must carry
That's
to
right.
it. Yeah. Sri Lankans.
Of course,
Yeah,
Sri
but
Lankans, they're doing well, and we also give more business because we need them to survive, so that I'll
For
be
your
like,
existence.
That's right.
Yeah, but one thing though, I know there's enough and more places to eat in Canada, but I didn't know about the US. So now, do you have a US citizenship?
Of course. 3 years into my visit there, I got the citizenship. Now I'm American.
Talk about a true Sri
Still not got
Lankan
still not got the right accent yet.
Sri Lankan. Because I was telling him, how did they find and give you the selector position? Because he looks white. They're like, he looks close to our color. Give it to him.
There are racist people, but I've still not come across.
Oh, really?
They say
that's because you're fair.
They say they're racist people, but still, to believe 4 years me being there, nothing has come up. And
that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to speak to you about this shift to the US. How was it? How easy to work with the team there?
So easy.
Oh,
so
really?
easy. They respect the cricket you have played.
Are there other origins that have become US citizens who are playing in the team?
Yes, like say I go there,
Yeah.
my son who's born there
Becomes.
because of fathers, you watch cricket, you play a little bit of cricket, that's what they brings them
cricket,
to play
yeah.
cricket. So that's not what we are looking for. We are looking for people who doesn't have a cricketing background to get into this sport. Like I said earlier, that's why we are trying hard to get this sport into the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles. So if that happens, cricket is gonna, go all over viral in.
So tell me about the guys who are in the team. Like how are there any Sri Lankan roots? No.
Well, there are a couple of Sri Lankans. The rule is, I must say this on your program, there are a lot of kids who want to come there to play, even current some players. But as long as you come there and you got to spend 3 years
to get
to qualify to play for America, and also every year you can only be out of the country for 2 months. That's actually an ICC rule.
Right.
To play for a country if you migrate,
right.
You got to stay 3 years. Only 2 months you can be out of the country, and there are 5 or 4 good players who have represented Sri Lanka who's currently playing there.
Right.
Maybe in about a year they'll qualify to play for United States.
Right, amazing. Now, let's say, put it this way, has cricket changed in Sri Lanka? Now, I must say, for those who underestimated the team, our ones are really, pushing it out there. We're shooting it before the Asia Cup finals. They still have to play Sri Lanka versus Pakistan, but what do you think about the
Sri Lanka? Yeah, Sri Lanka cricket has always survived with pure talent. We always produce a couple of players every year or two, some world-class players. And as for the system, I went and saw a couple of games my son playing. System has really gone down. The standards have really gone down. That's the only thing I see the change in cricket. We always try to get our domestic levels high, because we don't want to have a gap between international and the domestic. But all I see is now it has really gone. The years we played, it was tough. It was tough competition between clubs, the first class cricket. But now the change, like you asked me, the change I see is the standards have gone down. It's good to have quantity, but at a certain level you got to have quality as well. So we have quantity now. There's 28 teams playing in first class cricket in Sri Lanka. That's way too high. So that's why it's good to
because
go
that
all
means
over.
those all 28 is sort of fighting to someday represent Sri Lanka. So how do you actually? Well, there's more in the pool now.
Yes, but like I said, it's good to go to all these candy outstations and get the cricketers coming out. But at a certain level, like we had provincial tournaments, they still have, but I don't know how quality it is now. We need at a certain level a quality as well in this domestic structure.
Now, we need to speak a little bit about your childhood and how it was when you were growing up. All this and more when we do come back. But shout out to where we are. We'll see you right after this, because we're going to dig into this too. Welcome back to the show. Our final segment, speaking to a cricket lover, the national selector for the US cricket team, and so much more. I wanted to ask you, you have trained and worked with some of the players who are in the team right now.
Yes, when I coached NCC,
Yeah.
almost the entire team was playing for Sri Lanka.
Okay.
But I know a couple of them are not in the team right now. But Dushmantha Chamire is one of the guys. I coached him for I was working for NCC for about 5 years. But big names, even Sangha was there when I first started coaching. Malinga and Chandimals, all were there, Mubaraks, Kosala Kulasekara, Maharoof, and Dick Wallace. So we had a brilliant team, and we won the premiership after 14 years.
Oh, wow.
And I think currently only Dushmantha Chamire is playing. And also, I have been a manager for the emerging team. I have been a provincial coach for certain provinces. Down the line, I have, been a part at least.
You're part of the cricketing family.
That's right.
Because I think some people can never be taken away from cricket, although cricket can be taken away from them.
I'm not taking credit that I coached and they got to some place, but along their career, I have been a part of their at least
journey as well, which is amazing. All right, so who do you think currently, now looking at even the Asia Games these days, Asia Cup these days, who do you think has potential to be the next big name in cricket?
Well, I have always followed Kusal Mendis.
I'm so happy he's back in the team.
That's right, and not only back in the team and in form as well.
Yeah.
And you could see whenever he performs, we win. And I'm glad that Bhanuka Rajapaksa is doing well. I know he had some issues, but he's back in the team. I feel he's comfortable now. There's so much talent. Like I said, talent has got to Sri Lanka where Sri Lanka is now.
Yeah.
So I think we have immense talent. But I still feel there's some factor missing to be that champion team.
Yeah.
But these youngsters are doing a great job and they've been playing consistently.
And that's the most important thing.
That's right.
Yeah, and especially, when we were down, when the country was just burning out of things to celebrate, cricket really stood up and gave us something to smile about, and I was super happy about it.
You could see the passion they play with, and that's what Sri Lankans are. We have our own Sri Lankan style, and I hope they carry on like this, and I hope selectors, the Sri Lankan cricket, encourage them, make them feel secure. I know 2-3 years ago, loads of players wanted to come and play in United States because they were not feeling secure of their career.
But their future,
I think it has all sorted out, and they feel secure. They go there, and they do what they are capable of.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you now. I don't think the cricket board has corruption, no?
So you mean?
I'm not. Did I say anything? No, I didn't. But is there?
No, not at all. I don't think it has come to that level yet. We are not that big
to corrupt the system.
That's
There's
right.
nothing much to take.
That's right. I don't think.
But what else keeps you busy in the US?
Well, golf. I'm into golf, and I'm so addicted to it.
Really?
Other than that, we have a business. My wife and me own a couple of schools there.
What do you do in
primary
the
schools?
What do you do in the school?
I go and just look at the school and go for golfing.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that's a lot to do. Yeah.
Well, I do go and give some couple of hours of my
Time.
hard work.
Towards the contribution of education
That's
there,
right.
which is great.
Yeah.
I think your wife founded it, and
Yes,
that's
she has
amazing.
been doing it for the last 30 years. So I went and just, I'm getting to know still the US system, and it's so good. This, if you're doing well, they'll encourage you, and the business will thrive. If you are a hard worker, that's the place. It's called the land of opportunities. So
That is true. That is true. Good, because if you were someone who can actually sing, I would have seen you at American Idol. But Thank God for that. Please don't go because they'll put you into the ones that failed.
Everybody in the USA, Saj, please go. Go.
Oh God, you'll be in that thing where they're like, we didn't understand what he's saying. Yeah, I'm a mysterious girl.
Oh my God, imagine me there.
It'll be we will have to like watch that on cringe. Yeah, don't go for that fame, I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah, because we actually had somebody from Sri Lanka who went and auditioned, and they put the clip and they said, you sang in English? Yeah.
Seriously? No.
Yeah.
Making it up.
No, for real.
Okay.
For real. It was really
Maybe the
bad.
next one will be me.
Yeah. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for coming. He's flying off tomorrow. The day we are shooting, he's leaving the next day. So if you have any arrears, he's not going to be here. Please don't call me. Dangerous bugger he is, I'm telling you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It
A
was
wonderful show, and I know so many people in US follow
Please
you.
take note of that point.
Seriously. He's
Yes.
been followed there so many, and I hope to see you there doing
You
a
know
show or
Kamala
two.
Harris?
Of course.
Yeah, I know you know. I think she knows me too.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you will thrive there.
I know. Anyway, on that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much to our fat boys. They are sitting and gossiping away for giving us this place and for being so hospitable, but as always, hospitable as always. All right, take care. US is watching. No, English should be on point. All right. We'll see you soon. Keep smiling. It's a wrap.
Presenting Love, Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need.